Hey everyone, thank you for joining us. My name is Cynthia Petian with AWS Mining, and today we're going to be learning a little bit about what AWS Mining is, talk about the cryptocurrency market and how anybody can become a member of AWS Mining and start producing and mining digital currencies. I bought the very first mining plan when AWS Mining launched back in August of 2017 and have been growing teams and increasing my investment with them ever since. Now, AWS Mining is headquartered in Sydney, Australia, with offices in China, Paraguay, and soon to come in Russia. Now, AWS Mining is a cloud mining service offering digital coin mining of Bitcoin along with some other altcoins, and it's offered as a hosting service so that you don't have to go out and procure all of this additional equipment and hardware and software and engineering yourself. You would just simply use our services and be able to mine digital currencies via the cloud or online. So let's talk about who our owners are. We have Mr. Daniel Badisky, who is our one of the founders and COO of the company. He's involved in the day-to-day activities, including training, procuring more equipment, more farms, and you'll find him a lot on YouTube videos and marketing videos and that type of thing. He's very much involved, again, in the day-to-day activities and making sure our members are also involved in our processes as we go through our growth and their daily production. Now, we also have Mr. Eric Mew. He comes to us through CoinDesk, and he's been operating our data centers in China for the past couple of years. We also have Mr. Alexander Campos, who is our retail and marketing specialist, and Mr. Tiago Kirsten, who is our environmental specialist. So why do we need an environmental specialist? The process of digital coin mining actually requires a great deal of electricity and cooling, and it could be extremely taxing on the environment. So he plays a very important role in that he helps us not only get machines and equipment that are efficient, because you don't want to eat up all of your profits in electricity, but also sourcing areas where we can find good, abundant amounts of electricity at fairly inexpensive costs, so that we're also not leaving too large of a footprint on the environment. One of the reasons why we set up in Paraguay is because Itaipu is there, which is the largest hydroelectric power plant in the world. It actually provides power to 3 or 4 neighboring countries in South America, and the reason why we source a lot of other areas as well. So what exactly is crypto mining or Bitcoin mining, digital coin mining? So the process of transferring coins from one person to another, anytime a digital coin is bought, sold, traded, it's done so across the network. Now, if you can think of it as like PayPal, for example, PayPal, in order for me to send money from my PayPal account to your PayPal account, there's a ledger that has to be kept, and PayPal is in charge of keeping that ledger. It knows whether or not I have money in my account to send to yours, whether you have a valid account, whether I do, and allows those transactions to be able to take place and track them via this ledger. Now, the blockchain and digital currency acts very much the same way. We have an online ledger that tracks all transactions, that goes from one wallet to another. So if I was to send coins to you or you to me, then it's going across this network. Now, what's keeping it safe? Because digital currency, online currency, which is what it is that we're mining, doesn't belong to any governments, banks, or third-party intermediaries. So if you can imagine a currency that's worth the same for you as it is for me, as it is for somebody in China, Africa, anywhere in the world, and be able to transact going back and forth literally within minutes with very limited amount of fees and nobody controlling it. All right, and that's what the process of using digital currencies involves. But something has to be able to keep that network and these transactions safe. So there is an act or process of validations that needs to take place going back and forth. Now that is done through what we call mining rigs. All right, and in this picture here that I'm going to show you, you'll actually see what one looks like. Let me get that for you. All right, so here we go. This is an Antminer S9. And the majority of machines that we're running currently are these machines. They're actually regular computers that are optimized for digital coin mining. So as these transactions are going across the network, these machines here are validating every single transaction that goes across. Now, it's done by solving a series of mathematical problems, and every single time one of those problems is solved, this machine collects a process, and that's the process of mining. So when you become one of our customers or a cloud miner, then what you're doing essentially is entering into this pool of profits that these machines are earning on a daily basis. They run 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with little or no downtime, which means you're able to collect those profits on a daily basis. So unlike trading and some other things that can take place with digital coin mining, where they tell you it's Monday through Friday, they don't pay on weekends and holidays, our system pays on a daily basis every single day because these machines don't get turned off. Okay, as long as they're earning profits and there's no downtime, you'll collect from those profits as well. Now, we are operating several different data centers. Over here, over my shoulder, is our most recent one in Paraguay. We're also building one currently in Russia, which should be opening in the next month or so. By the time you view this video, it may already be open and ready for touring. Now, we also have in Inner Mongolia, Anhui, China, Shanghai, and some of these facilities are already set up for touring so that members can actually come in, see the facilities, see the machines and equipment running, because our business is based on an actual physical product, and that's these mining rigs that are generating income on a daily basis, turning energy into money. So we also provide training in some of our facilities so that you can learn a little bit more about the process and blockchain and how that all works. Now, currently we are mining several different coins. When we started this process back in August of 2017, a Bitcoin was worth $2,500 and it's currently worth almost $8,000 today. Around the holidays, it had gone up as high as $19,000 to $20,000. So that can also increase the difficulty rating, which can affect profitability. So one thing AWS mining does is it analyzes its contracts on a regular basis and adds additional coins or altcoins to our contracts so that our profitability can remain fairly constant, if not a little bit on the higher side. So in addition to Bitcoin, we're also mining Monero, Zcash, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum. Not currently paying out in those forms. Everything is paid out in Bitcoin. We are probably looking at doing that very soon, actually, allowing you to be able to withdraw in other coins. But for now, it is strictly Bitcoin. And again, these are added as additional coins in order to make sure that we're gaining enough profit that we can continue to pay out the contracts. Now, I do want to go over this chart real quick. You guys will see a lot of it. And I want to be able to explain it clearly so that if you get asked any questions about it, you know how to answer. So what you're looking at here is from blockchain.info. It is a chart of the largest mining pools in the world. So a couple of things I do want to point out, because there may be a company in particular who likes to indicate that if you're not on this chart, that you're not actually mining. Now, most of you should probably know that you can mine from home. You can have your own mining rig. You can purchase it. It'll cost you, quite a bit, and hopefully your energy bills are efficient enough that it won't eat up most of your profits, which is the reason why you would use a mining hosting service like ours. But you can mine from home and you won't show up on this chart. Now, some of the largest mining companies in the world, Genesis being one of them, Hashflare, Hashing24, are also not on this chart, but everybody knows that they're mining. The reason why that is, again, is because this chart is a demonstration of the largest mining pools in the world. So a couple of things, largest, meaning that if you don't have at least a 0.2 or 0.3 hash rate, you're not even going to appear on this chart. But more importantly, all of these companies, including AWS Mining, we are not mining pools, we're miners. Okay, these companies actually offer a pool for miners to come into and be able to earn their profits. We do not have a pool for miners. What we are miners actually going into these pools, earning our profits, and then leaving. So anytime a pool reaches even close to a 50% hash rate, we have the flexibility to enter it, because what you don't want to do is be in a pool competing with other miners in that pool, because it can reduce your profitability. So very important to keep in mind, AWS Mining is a mining company, not a mining pool. Okay, so if this question ever comes up, you should be able to answer it a little bit more efficiently. So let's talk about our mining plans. So I mentioned that we're mining all these other digital coins, right? So the moment that you purchase a plan or even register your account, you have access to a back office. And once you have your plan set up, you have access to a mining panel that looks like this. It gives you all of your information in real time, including what you purchased your account for, what the gross earnings are, the net earnings. There is a 20% maintenance fee that is charged to every single account. It's to cover overheads like employees, machines, the data centers, anything like that. You don't have to worry about it because it's already deducted from your plan before you receive payment, so there's nothing else coming out of it. We cover our costs before we pay out to any of our members. Now, they're earning approximately 15%, give or take, a month on your mining plan. All right, again, the fee's already built into that. Now, it can be a little bit higher, it can be a little bit lower. It is based on the mining activity, so it can't be fixed. However, we keep it fairly consistent, again, by adding all of these additional coins. Now, every single one of the mining contracts currently are what we call profitability contracts. They run until you reach 200% of your mining bonuses of what you paid. So for example, if you purchase a contract for $2,000, it would continue mining until your mining bonuses have reached $4,000. Okay, so doubling up. Now, I don't market this really as a double your money program, only because you're earning Bitcoins on a daily basis and Bitcoins itself is growing in value. So I do recommend anytime you have an accumulation of balances, or if you want to add on to your plan, that you take it and move it into your Bitcoin wallet or reinvest it in the plan as soon as possible, because in your back office, we are tracking in US dollars. The US dollar does not increase or decrease in value. So it gives you a little bit of a control, because if the market's not doing very well, you can actually leave it in your back office and it's not going to go up or down. But if the market is doing well, you should transfer it out or buy more plans so that you're actually gaining Bitcoins that are increasing in value as well. I hope that makes sense. But we also have training videos on that as well, including new member training videos on our YouTube channel. We'll drop a link for that. Now, one thing that's really nice about our program is that our plans start as little as $40. And again, they all earn exactly around the same. It's about 0.5% per day, give or take. Now, if you wanted to start off with a smaller plan, you could do that and just add on to it whenever you feel like it. $40 plan, it gives you a great foot in the door and a great start, and the ability to be able to join a program that allows you also to network. I don't recommend staying at the $40 plan. It doesn't really earn much a day, but it does give you a start. But as soon as you can, add on to your plan so that you have a portfolio that's growing in value, or at least a network or team building. All right, because I don't think anybody gets into this to make $40 for the year, right? This is a business, and one of our jobs is to teach you how to maximize your earnings with it. Now, again, you can accumulate as many plans as you want. You can keep it all under one account, which is nice. You don't have to open 100 different accounts, and it all accumulates into the same wallet so that you can withdraw it together. There is a $30 minimum withdrawal fee, no maximum, so you can take out as much as you want. There's no daily cap on that. But you do need to have a $30 minimum, and this allows you to be able to do that with all of your contracts together. Each contract is an independent contract and must be signed, so they do run individually of each other. Okay, so when one's running out, another one may just be coming in, but you have that flexibility. So that's the run of our mining plans. Okay, now with each mining plan that you purchase, you're automatically entered into our affiliate program. All right, this is nothing more than what I call a friends and family program, but it allows you to be able to build teams by referring this business to others. So anytime you have a customer that purchases a plan and their customers purchase a plan, so on and so forth, you're able to earn bonuses from that. All right, and that is our partnership program. You will find details of this in your back office, even at a free registration, so that you can download and take a look at it. And I do recommend that you do that, but we're just going to go over all the benefits very briefly. So there are no membership fees for this program. It's absolutely free, and it's included for everyone who has a mining plan. So that's the reason why we give automatic participation, because it's not costing you anything. And a lot of people who end up just starting out wanting to buy plans usually end up recommending it to at least one or two or 1,000 other people who also buy plans. And this is able to give you some bonuses based on that. So this plan pays you 5 additional ways, okay, in addition to your mining plan. So your mining plan is total passive income, and that will come in every day, day in, day out, whether or not you participate in this program. All right, but if you do refer the program to somebody and they purchase a mining plan using your sponsor code, you get a 10% one-time bonus. That is the first method of payment. That goes in immediately. Not every single one of these bonuses we're going to talk about goes in immediately, same day, or at the very least the same week, okay, so that you can withdraw it right away. We don't hold on to any earnings. Everything you earn is paid to you immediately. So 10% referral fee, and it doesn't matter what size plan you have. You can have a $40 plan, refer somebody for $4,000 and earn 10% of that, which is $400 immediately within minutes, and you're able to withdraw it right away. So you can technically enter this program, start working or making referrals right away, and be able to have Bitcoins in your wallet literally within minutes. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, the second way that this program pays, which would be the third way for all of your bonuses, is through our acceleration program. So for every member that you directly sponsor, again using your link, not only do you get the 10% one time, but you also get 1% of their mining bonuses on a daily basis. Now, this customer of yours has to buy at least $400 worth of plans, which is the equivalent of 1 CMP. CMP is crypto mining power. It's just a term that we use to describe the amount of power that you're purchasing for coin mining. And as long as they have at least a $400 plan or higher, you will earn 1% of their mining bonus on a daily basis. Not 1% of their plan, but 1% of what they're earning. And that will pay every single day, so long as you have an active plan, and so do they. All right, so that one's a really cool one. Now, we also have what we call our team bonuses. For those of you who network, you may be more familiar with it as a binary, and it allows you to build two teams, one left and one right. Every single night, the volume of the smaller team gets paid out in a form of a bonus, and then the balance of the larger team rolls over into the next day. Now, very important in order to qualify for this bonus, not only do you have to have an active mining plan yourself, but you have to personally sponsor one person on the left and one person on the right. That has to be used directly through your link. Now, for somebody who's going to network and share this program, I usually recommend that you purchase at least 3 accounts. Purchase one for yourself. That's going to be a top main account. And then you can just purchase 2 smaller accounts left and right in order to make sure that you're qualifying for these bonuses. Because a lot of people sometimes forget, they start to get accumulations from spillover, or their teams start to build and they see volume there and don't remember that they haven't personally sponsored somebody themselves. And what's important to know is that this program pays out on a daily basis. So if any accumulations get paid for that night and you haven't yet qualified yourself, you've lost the balance for the night. All right, and there's no way to recoup it. So just be mindful of that and make sure that you're qualifying yourself. I also have a training video on this on YouTube that actually shows you the best way to build your teams to maximize your earnings. Okay, and this program pays anywhere from 4 to 10% a night, and that is based on the amount that you've purchased yourself in plans. So if you have a $40 plan, it pays you 4% a night on the balance of sales on your smaller team. If you have a $400 plan, it's 6%. $1,200 plan is 8%, and $4,000 and up pays you a full 10%. Now, what's cool about this is that you don't have to buy those plans all at once. Okay, so you don't have to buy a $1,200 plan all at once in order to get 8%. You can start off with a $400 plan and just add as you go along. And once you've accumulated another $800 worth of plans, you'll automatically get bumped up. Okay, so again, just be mindful of what's needed in order to qualify, and know that it pays every single night, which is cool. Now, also, it accumulates to what we call our rank bonuses. This is part of like a career plan. All right, and I'd like to show you guys what that looks like. So as you're accumulating balances on a nightly basis, okay, what's nice about this is it doesn't reset. I know there are some programs at the end of the week you're having to start over, or at the end of the month you're having to start over. But as soon as you gain a rank here with AWS mining, it's actually counted as part of the next rank. So for example, if you earn $10,000 in sales And this is dollar for dollar, guys. We don't use a point system or anything like that. Personally, to me, I think those point systems are just designed to confuse you. But everything is $1 for $1. So if you have $10,000 in sales on your smaller team that's accumulated, that's going to pay you a $100 bonus. To get to the next rank, which is a supervisor rank, you need $50,000 in sales, and that's going to pay you a $500 bonus. But remember, you've already got $10,000 that you've accumulated as a coordinator, so you only need to accumulate another $40,000. Same thing when you get to the manager rank, $100,000 of sales is needed for a $1,000 bonus. But if you've already hit the rank of supervisor, which is $50,000, you only need another $50,000. Okay, so hope that's making sense. Director is $500,000 in sales, you get a $5,000 bonus. Vice president is $2 million in sales, you get a $20,000 bonus. And the president position pays a $100,000 bonus at $10 million of sales. So if you notice a pattern here, it's 1% of your total sales volume from the smaller team, and you get a cash bonus that is paid out in your back office. And you can withdraw it immediately. Okay, always available for you to withdraw as long as you have a $30 minimum. And this by far exceeds that. Now, what's nice is we don't give out gifts. We don't give out pens and iPads and vacations and cars. It's cash that's paid to you immediately. You can spend it however you want. Most of those gifts, again, that some other companies offer, it can take time for you to receive it. That's if you receive it at all. But it saves us the cost of having to ship gifts, and it ensures that you get, a reward for your rank promotions as soon as possible that you can spend however you want. So just to summarize here, now we also have an app right here. It's called AWS Mining Team Nova. It is not an official company app. This is a Cynthia Petion app, founder of Team Nova, #1 team in AWS mining and the fastest growing. But you can download it either through Google Play, just do a search for AWS Mining Team Nova, or you can go to my website, which is awsnova.com, and download it from there. It's an absolutely free download. So I'm not a developer, but it gives you just some cool things that you can do through the app. Is you can watch some training videos, you can access our YouTube pages, our social media pages, including Facebook and Instagram. You can even join our WhatsApp groups and be able to chat with me through this app. So if you have any questions, you can post right in there and just allow me some time to answer. We are in like 10 different time zones, so you may not always catch me when I'm online in the app, but for the most part, if you join our WhatsApp groups, there are lots of members who are able to help and answer some questions. So this pretty much wraps up our presentation. Hopefully we gave you enough information that you can at least inquire to get more or register. If you are using the app, there's an area there for you to register. You do need a sponsor link. So please reach out to us. Again, we'll drop some links there for you to do that if you need a sponsor and do not have one. But I have to assume that you found this information through somebody. So we'll always ask to see who referred you so that we can make sure people are getting placed properly. So AWS mining currently right now, just to top off, is #5 in in the world. If you go to netbusinessrating.com, it is a user-based website, which is cool because you have actual members of AWS mining, along with a lot of other companies that are rating the companies, talking about their experiences, and it allows you to be able to hear from other members how we're performing. So currently #5 in the entire world, #1 for payment, guys. All right, which just reinforces everything we were talking about earlier. So take some time to take a look at it and read the reviews and make sure that you're comfortable with it. You also find us on Facebook online. We have a full support team that's also available to you. So hopefully after taking a look at this, you'll be reaching out to us, registering, and becoming part of this extreme phenomenon called AWS mining. So thank you again. My name is Cynthia Petion for watching our video, and see you on the other side. Bye.